ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಶರಣು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. Dear learners, welcome to SBPS online classes. Dear students, we have started NCERT Class 6th Geography, the Earth, our Habitat, Chapter number 4, Maps, and we had discussion on the contents in the previous video classes: introduction, importance of maps, different types of map, and components of maps. We have covered the distance and direction. Now in the present video class we are going to discuss the remaining components of map, that is the symbols, as well as we are going to cover the discussion sketch map and plan map. So the symbols are called the language of map. So why called the language of map? What is the importance of symbols in mentioning in the map? So start with the discussion of symbols. So symbols, it is the third important component of a map. It is not possible to draw on a map the actual shape and size of different features such as buildings, roads, bridges, trees, railway lines, or a well. So, they are shown by using certain letters, shades, colors, pictures, and lines. So, these symbols give a lot of information in a limited space. So, with the use of these symbols, maps can be drawn very easily and are simple to read. Even if you don't know the language of an area, therefore cannot ask someone for directions. You can collect information from maps with the help of these symbols. Maps have a universal language that can be understood by all. So there is an international agreement regarding the use of these symbols. So which are the symbols? Those are letters, certain letters, shades, colors, pictures, and lines. So these are the symbols used in the maps. So these are called the conventional symbols. Some of the conventional symbols are shown in the figure number 4.3 in your textbook. In the next slide we are going to discuss that one. So let us read the two remaining points of this symbol. So cartographers also need to show various details like important structures, landmarks, etc. So on a map, these things are shown by some standard symbols on the map. While using colors to show different themes and items on a map, certain conventions are followed, and mountains are usually shown in a brown color, plains are in a green color, water bodies are in blue color, and plateau in a shown in a yellow color. So the colors also used for highlighting the symbols. So next we go through the what are conventional signs. So conventional signs are symbols used on maps to represent different features. The symbols are explained in the key of the map. The symbols are called as a key of the map, or symbols are called the language of map. So while reading of the map, the symbols gives us a lot of information about the map, the exact places of the buildings and the reservoirs and rivers and railway tracks and the national highways and so on, with different color, with different shades, as well as pictures and lines. So start with the understanding about the conventional symbols in the 4.3 figure. So railway lines, so broad gauge, meter gauge, and narrow gauge mentioned in these symbols. And metal and unmetalled roads, so this is a metal road and this is unmetalled road. International and state and district boundaries, so this is international, state boundary, as well as district boundary. And reserves, for example river, well, tank, canal, and bridges are mentioned in these symbols with color and lines. So temple, religious buildings like temple, church, mosque, and chhatri. So chhatri means it's a resting house for religious persons. So and post office, for post telegraph office, and police station mentioned in the alphabetically. For example, PO means post office, post and telegraph office mentioned with the alphabet PTO, and police station mentioned in with the alphabet PS. So for example, settlement, where the people are living area, that is called the settlement. And graveyard, so these are the red color L shape and rectangular shape and square shape. These symbols gives the information that those are settlements, and these are the graveyards. Graveyard means the burial places. And next we go through the trees and grass. So these are the trees and these are the grass. So these are the symbols all over the world. The same symbols the cartographers are using while drawing the maps. So these are the universal symbols that we call the conventional symbols. Next we go to the people all over the world use the same set of symbols, and there is an agreement on these symbols. So these are called the conventional symbols. For just you observe land, water, mountains, forest, small town, city, river, hospital, police station, fire station, park and road. So these are the some of the map keys. So those we call the symbols also. Next we go to the what are the colors used on a map. Which are the colors used for to show the symbols in that particular map. For example, blue color is used for showing the water bodies. Those are rivers, ponds and seas, etc. And black or gray color is used for the man-made features. For example, buildings, paths means roads and slope, etc. And brown color is used for contour lines. Contour lines are used for showing the hilly areas, mountain areas or a desert area and so on. So the and brown color is used for showing the sandy areas, and green color is used for natural vegetation, park and farmland. Farmland means agriculture land. And red or pink color is used for the road purpose. So these are the colors used for showing the symbols in a particular maps. So next we go through the sketch. So a sketch is a drawing mainly based on a memory and spot observation, not to scale. So for example, if we visited the place, we want to explain with the another person which place we were visited. So in particular that period, we are showing the area with rough scale and with using the some symbols as well as without scale. So these maps are called the sketch maps. For example, suppose you want to go to your friend's house but you don't know the way. Your friend may make a rough drawing to show the way to his house. Such a rough drawing is drawn without scale and is called the sketch map. So a drawing based on memory is called a sketch map. So the sketch is not a made to scale. A sketch map is useful when you need it to show directions to your house to your friend. So next we go through the plan. A plan is a drawing of a small area on a large scale. A large scale map gives a lot of information, but there are certain things which we may sometimes want to know, the for example the length and breadth of a room, and which can't be shown in a map. At that time we can refer drawings drawn to scale called a plan. With the scale the maps are written by the some architecture engineers. So these maps are called the plans. So these are the drawing of a small area on a large scale is called a plan. So architectures usually make plans to show the layout of a house. For example, 30-40 site you have. So you will go to you are going to the architectures engineers offices. They will give the one blueprint. In that blueprint you will observe the your site actual distance, and in that the particular space is given to different rooms, and all the inside the room the some of the instructions and using the symbols, some they are mentioned the particular places in that plan. So according to the length and breadth of the room as well as the particular symbols and the scale is used for the plans. So in an upcoming class we will cover the next chapter. Till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe.